All right, here we go. The HeroQuest quest continues. Now with 100% more 3D dungeon tiles. But we'll get to that in a minute. We are on quest 4. Can't remember what we've covered. It's been a little bit. I've been having some health issues related to sleep and sleep apnea and stuff that have really kind of left me a broken shell of a man, and I'm just now getting it treated and coming out of it. And so I'm back on the wagon with doing fun stuff and not just sitting on the couch all day because I'm physically exhausted. So yes, Barbarian, he's got a shield and a helmet now. So for whatever reason, I decided to make my Barbarian my tank. Maybe not. Genius. I bought a battle axe for the dwarf. Very powerful. 4 combat dice. Can't use a shield with it. And I have subbed the elf out for the druid. You are the druid, a woodland guardian and healer. You are a powerful physical combatant while utilizing your shapeshift spell, but you can be weak when your resources are depleted. A druid hero may not wear metal armor. Druid gets 3 special spells all to herself. We've taken a look at these before, and we'll take a look at them as we play. And then I got my trusty old wizard, who is the same old boring basic wizard that he has been the whole time. We're on quest 4, Prince Magnus's gold.
3 treasure chests have been stolen while being taken to the king. A reward of 240 gold coins has been offered to any group of heroes who return the chests and all of the gold. The thieves are a well-known band of orcs whose lair is in the Dark Mountains. They are led by Golthor, a dread warrior.
The dread warrior Golthor. Golthor's about to get got. All right. So right off the bat, we are starting with a 3x4 room. So, as you might have seen, I built basically one of every type of room, maybe 1 or 2 of every type of room, just to make it easy to pull and get started with at least. Still loving the Warlock tiles. I picked up a tip from another content creator that using 2 clips on each tile really adds to the durability. So instead of using 1 clip in the middle, I'm using 2 on the sides, and it is much better. So we've got a bit of a situation here. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna film the first dungeon build in its entirety, like this room, and then going forward, I will I'll cut it and we'll cut back and the room will be built. But what we're gonna need here is a 1-inch door, some corners and walls, and a staircase. Now I got a real treat for y'all, because I have actual staircase. Not there. I have a truly, what I would call, insane amount of this stuff. And to be perfectly honest, I haven't even unboxed half of it. Here we go. So our room is set up like this. So I set out initially and I was trying to build the entire board at once. And I was running into issues. There are issues when you start adding the walls because it, adds width. And so the spacing doesn't work the same as it does on the board where the walls are paper thin. They're just a line on a board. So, and in doing so, I realized that this app really is showing you what's supposed to be happening. The board is a construct of an earlier time where they just didn't want to create individual tiles. What's really supposed to be happening is it's supposed to be organically building out as you play, and you're not supposed to be able to see the stuff that isn't even part of the dungeon. So realizing that, I decided, oh, well, I should check this out. Nope. I realized that I should, let's see, is there a particular way this thing is pointed? I'm just going to call it like that. Maybe like that. That I should just build the dungeon procedurally as I go, basically, and that there was no need to have it pre-built. That way it takes up, you know, roughly 1,000 times less room. It can be put away and brought back out. Here we've got our 1-inch doors, fully operational doors. Gorgeous piece, love it. We are going to pop one of our things in there. Boop. Very, very nice. I haven't done any preparation for this. I didn't look at what room was spawning or anything like that prior to this filming. So this is raw in that sense. I'm just gonna figure out what I need and run with it. Yeah, okay, perfect. So walls are a little bit trickier. You really can't snap the walls in at multiple points because it's just really hard to get them in there. I have tried, and also I don't think it's strictly necessary. Come on, my pretty. Whoop. Where's that wonderful middle? Oh, right. Okay. This isn't one tile, it's multiple tiles, and so there's a split there. And what else? I have all this stuff off screen. It's all just bagged. You guys know me, I'm the king of overdoing it vis-a-vis organization, but I have a whole series of videos about how to organize your games. But in this case, I don't know that it's necessary. I think that this is pretty much good to go with just bags. Keeps them from banging around. And I was able to get everything into 3 boxes. And this is 4 boxes worth of terrain. There's one, well, no, it's more than that. To be honest, I don't even know how many boxes worth of shit this is at this point. Yeah. So these walls you could probably do the double on. You just can't do it on the corners. I'll do it just for the additional stability. Push them, don't be afraid to get up in there. Gotta get that snap. Yes, that's obviously not gonna work. So we need a 1-inch wall, and I'm guessing we will also need a extender. So until I realized that building this all out, an entire board out inch by inch like that, was an excruciatingly painful and utterly unnecessary act, I was starting to get a little frustrated with this stuff, and then it just struck me that, wait, that's really not the idea. Get your little end piece, pops. Again, this is the Warlock tile system from WizKids, in case I didn't actually mention that. Boom. Now, tell me that that is not 1,000 times cooler than that basic board just sitting there. But it gets even cooler, right? Because that's just the beginning. That's just like the most basic of the rooms. Once you get into the scatter terrain, that's where it gets really fun. So let's do a really simple example for this one first. And we'll just say that we came up in some kind of sewage treatment room. So this just goes here, boop. And there you go. You get your cool little sewage treatment room. These pieces come with the City and Roads, I believe it's called, set. They're very cool. I'm a big fan. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. This probably isn't going to work in terms of getting these guys to actually stand on this stuff, but we're going to give it a try. He's on there. He's on there. Our druid is on. Oh! This is fun. And our barbarian is so close to being on also. Come on, baby. That's my Chris Jericho impression. Loved Chris Jericho, or at least I used to. Yeah, what the hell? He's at the bottom of the staircase. And there you go. You've got a 3D environment to explore. I'm very excited. All right. So, got some quest text here. Find Prince Magnus's gold. You must retrieve the 3 stolen treasure chests from the band of thieves who fled to their lair in the Dark Mountains. Carry gold to the stairway. To complete this quest, all heroes must return to the stairway with each of Prince Magnus's treasure chests.
It is up to you, brave heroes.
Okay. So we'll start out with the barbarian, and I'll just deduct the square that he's supposed to be standing on, basically. Got a movement of 5. He says, "What is this foul stench?" 1, 2, 3. Just gonna open the door. Not sure which way this door opens, actually. I am in love with this. This is the coolest thing that's ever been in my presence. Okay, so now we've got a 4x4 room. Again, I've already got the tile. So, you know, there's some question as to whether you really need to like secure these things together, or if I really even can. In this case, I kind of cannot, because the walls that I'm using don't have exterior clips. So, you know, I'm just gonna basically put it right there. And we do know that there's a door. And maybe we'll mix it up a little bit. Because on top of all this other crap, I also bought WizKid's door pack, which comes with a bunch of really cool and unique looking doors. So let me just bust one of these out. These are functional as well. This is like a really cool like stone crypt door with a clear base. It's right there. And then, like I said, I'll cut back to this and the room will be built. All right, so the room is built. You can see I'm using my cool custom door, which works perfectly as long as you put a tile on the outside so that it can kind of sit in between. But you can see it really looks like it's, you know, basically part of the wall, just like these do, which was one of the things I was concerned about. I bought this thinking I would just keep using the HeroQuest board, and then as soon as I got it and I realized what incredible quality it was, I wanted to get the whole set. So we've got, looks like a little bit of maybe like a guard room. They've got a little training dummy here in the corner they're maybe working out with by the light of a single lantern. And of course they've got a barrel of mead and a backup barrel just in case they run out. So in terms of gameplay with this scatter stuff, basically what I would do is if it gets in the way, I'll just move it. I'll just remove it and maybe put it back. But for now, we are ready to continue our quest. Boom, boom. We got a couple of gobos. The gobonistos. So the villains are the one thing that I still haven't even rudimentarily painted yet. I probably will try to do so now that I have all this set up so beautifully. Okay, so my man, the barbarian, has got 2 movement left. Actually one about right there. He's gonna post up next to the mead. Oh my god, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my fucking life. Okay. So he took his movement. Can't basically do anything else other than try to disarm a trap, but he can't even search for a trap because the bad guys are there. So his turn's done. Dwarf is up. Dwarf rolls 8. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. I think he can make it all that way. Not gonna open that door yet. He is gonna kick the crap out of that gobbo though. Yeah, so he's gonna attack. He's rolling 4 dice because of his battle axe, which is a lot of dice. I don't know that there's really that much more you can roll in this game. And he is rolling 3 damage.
The goblin has been defeated.
Gobbo's dead. And now our druid is up. So the time has come to take a look at the druid's spells. Life Force is a healing spell. Pixie is kind of a multi-use spell, but includes healing. And Shapeshift turns her into bear form. One of the missed opportunities with this set, I thought, was that they didn't include a bear form for her. But, you know, you can't have everything. Shapeshift grants you 1 defend dice and 1 extra attack dice when attacking a monster that you are adjacent to. The spell's broken when the hero suffers a body point of damage, and then you get it back once you heal back up to full. So she's going to shapeshift, which means that she now has 3 defense and 2 attack. So she's gonna roll her movement. 6. And she's gonna move right up next to Gabo. And attack, and she's rolling 2 dice. Two skulls.
The goblin
Is defeated. Okay. So now our worthy band of adventurers. This is something else that I love, is being able to shift perspective. It's like Final Fantasy Tactics. Our worthy band of adventurers is in the mead-filled guard room with no one to stop them from getting at it. Finally, the wizard. Wizard rolls a 10. Very nice. Very fine roll, wizard. I can't remember if he can move past, but I think he can just say, yo, D-bag. Like, can you get the hell out of my way? Whoo! Ooh, an orc. So we've got a new space to build. Wizard needs to finish his turn though, so he's moved.